wrestling fans, Brian Blitz here, and welcome to another exciting edition of Superstars of the Ring here at ccwrestling.biz. And of course, joining me this week is Frankie Morris.
Frankie Morris. Hey, everybody.
That's all you got?
Oh, yeah. That's all I need to say.
That's all you need to say?
Because I was right. I was right. I had the inside scoop before anyone else, Brian Blitz. Brian Blitz, I'm so happy right now.
I can tell.
Do you understand?
I can tell, and I know why. I'm not going to say anything, but...
Let's not spoil it for the viewers at home.
I
just want to say I was right, and most of you were wrong. Including the man I interviewed about this particular situation. But anyways, you know what? Why don't you take it away to the match?
All right. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and go to this week's big match. It's for the CCW Tag Team Championship. Yeah. Let's go to the ring.
And his partner, the legendary Chris Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, CCW action, the belts are on the line.
Wrestling fans, another big main event match on this week's Superstars of the Ring. The reigning CCW Tag Team Champions, Rock and Roll Chris Turner and Jaxson Cassel, granting the rematch to Toxic and Marcus James of the Society of Sin. This has been just a great rivalry going on between these two teams, just back and forth. The experience of Rock and Roll Chris Turner leading both victories. But the youngsters are hungry to regain those CCW Tag Team Championships. There's the bell. It's going to start out with the Power Man for Society of Sin. Marcus James is kind of dancing around the ring a little bit. Collar elbow tie up. Rock and Roll Chris Turner brings James right into the headlock. James, for his size, is the stronger of the two men, but obviously Chris Turner has the experience. Backing up to the ropes. James, whoa, just standing there. Big shoulder block. Ooh, he threw Chris Turner into those ropes with some authority. Grabbed a little spot. I'm coming down for that pin. Wow, Chris Turner hit his neck on that top rope quick. Looks like he recovered all right. Chris Turner going right to the arm of Marcus James, bringing him back into like a modified version of a hammerlock. That's one way to use Marcus James' strength against him. And when you're in a move like that, trying to fight that momentum forward, it still causes more pain on the shoulder. James escapes it though. Whips Turner to the ropes, brings up into a big bear hug. Well, he's got Chris Turner all the way up in the air. Referee Mark Falcone right in Chris Turner's face. Turner able to get down to the mat. That will help get a little bit more air into those lungs. Marcus James still wrenching right in the middle of that back. Turner needs to escape this move and needs to escape this move quickly. Either go to the ice. Oh, Marcus James again wrenching it in. He needs to go to the eyes, as I was saying, trying to get to the ropes, or Jaxson Cassel come in to give his partner a hand. Big clap to the ears. Second one. James let it go. Turner to the ropes. Both men ducked. Big clothesline. Chris Turner got the better of it. Went straight for the pin. Got a 2 out of it. Wasn't expecting to see a technical match out of these two. Oh, Chris Turner with that patented double stomp. And just gives Toxic a little bit of chin music while it was over there. Referee Mark Falcone admonishing Chris Turner, but really, what can you say? There isn't a rule in the book Chris Turner hasn't seen, exploited, bent and manipulated to have some fun with. It's also champion's advantage. Chris Turner, he had him in a rear choke, or excuse me, had him in a rear chin lock. Took him down for a pin, and now he's going to bring Marcus James back up to his feet. And just going to again bring him to the corner. Excuse me, bring him to the ropes. Turner with a big clothesline. Drops that elbow, but just measuring it right across the chest. Falcone in good position. Only got a 2 count out of it. And you can hear Chris Turner. He was excited and feeling it, although a thumb to the eyes will take all the momentum out. What was that? Toxic. It looks like Toxic just blew some type of green mist into the eyes of Chris Turner. Look at his face. It's all over the camera. Come on, ref. What just happened here? Wait. Turner just acting on instinct here. Shooter McGee saw it in the back, just came running out with a towel. Looks like a towel and a bottle of water. Turner to the ropes. James comes in with just a house of fire, just Cassel. Just came in as a house of fire, clotheslining Toxic over the top rope. Marcus James smart enough to roll out of the ring on the opposite side. Maybe we'll get a camera over here to look at Chris Turner. That mist out of Toxic's just vile. That could have easily some huge implications on this match. It should have been a disqualification right behind referee Mark Falcone's back. Cassel with an arm drag. And, we're trying to get word Rock and Roll Chris Turner if he's still competing in this match. We haven't been able to see him on camera quite yet. Cassel with an armbar, just keeping it wrenched in on Marcus James, really doing the heavy work of this tag team at the moment. Bringing James up to his feet, whips him to the corner. Went for the big splash and missed. James quickly tagged out, although Cassel reverses right back with an arm drag. Very good ring awareness with Marcus James is anticipating Toxic's entrance into the match. And again, we have not seen Chris Turner return to the apron of this match. James goes for the ride. Wow, what a clothesline. Cassel about took his head off. James is trying to escape to the corner. And just like that, the momentum turns. Big thumb to the eye. And wow, what a clothesline from Toxic. And we see Chris Turner's back on his feet. From what we're being told here at ringside, Shooter McGee came out to assist Rock and Roll Chris Turner. They've been trying to clean some of that mist out of the eyes of Chris Turner, who's heroically opted to continue into this match. Referee Mark Falcone and there we see right here on camera, he's still trying to get that stuff out of his eyes. As of late, there's been a lot of animosity between Rock and Roll Chris Turner and Shooter McGee. McGee showing that he's trying to put all those problems behind him. Came out here to assist Chris Turner. As you see right there, handing that towel back to Shooter McGee. Since then, Marcus James and Toxic have been in control of this match. Oh, what a beautiful flying knee from Toxic. Just measured him with it. Jaxson Cassel's in a bad way. The champions are both in a bad situation here. James and Toxic really came in with a strong game plan and may have finally outwitted the champs here. Cassel desperately trying to get over to his corner and make a tag. Chris Turner, I don't even know if he can still see what's going on in this match. He's obviously been blinded here. Cassel with them shoulders deep into the guts of Toxic. Could be setting up for an exploder, and he got him. He threw him halfway across the ring. Cassel trying to get over to position, trying to capitalize for a pin. Cassel looks like he might be forgoing the pin here, just trying to get a deep breath, get a little bit of air back. So, in fact, both of these men are both looking to try to get to their respective partners. And here we go. There's a tag into Chris Turner, as well as a tag into Marcus James. Rocker drop! That could be it! That could be it right there. Wait. There's a towel in the ring? What the?
His eyes, Reffy. He still can't see. He ain't better.
Shooter McGee. Wait, what?
He can't see.
Shooter McGee is pointing to the ref that he can't see. Chris Turner's rubbing his eyes.
Just looking out. You can't see. You still in. You can't see.
Are you? Shooter McGee throwing in the towels just cost the Chris Turner and Jaxson Cassel the tag team championship.
You can't see.
Shooter McGee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official results are in. And the new CCW Tag Team Wrestling Champions.
And there's the official decision. I'm in disbelief. Shooter McGee just cost Chris Turner and Jaxson Cassel the tag team championships. And Shooter's proud of himself. It's almost like it was a setup. Shooter's just swannering to the back. Chris Turner still in disbelief, still rubbing his eyes. Jaxson Cassel just staring a hole in Shooter McGee, kind of the odd man out of this situation. We know Shooter McGee and Chris Turner have been having some problems as of late. But Shooter McGee just costed Jaxson Cassel and Chris Turner the CCW Tag Team Championships. Your winner and new CCW Tag Team Champions, Toxic and Marcus James, the Society of Sin.
Go ahead, have your fun.
Yeah, dude, I was right. Shooter McGee's a terrible person, just like Frankie Morris, so I don't feel bad anymore. I'm not the only one on the roster. How about that?
You know,
yeah.
I don't think Shooter at all is a bad person. I think
Terrible
he's just
person.
A bit
Nah.
confused.
That's not confusion. He totally screwed Chris Turner. That was all intentional, and you can tell. I had the scoop before anyone else at CCW, before anyone in the wrestling universe ever came up with it. Yeah. I had it first. Frankie Morris, journalistic integrity at its finest.
Yes, you're a regular rain boy. Look, there are new tag team champions, as you saw the Society of Sin. Reclaim the championship belts once again, and, you know, you saw the towel fly.
Rain Man? Did you mean Rain Man?
Don't flatter yourself. Look, the towel flew. Obviously, Shooter McGee and Chris Turner. You know, there's a bit of tension there, and
Rain Man.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Chris Turner, he had some worms.
You know,
he wanted to talk
stuff over. I guess you could say my brain's been really active lately. I've been really getting good at this.
Yeah, I'm sure you're an excellent driver. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to a very special interview with Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
Shooter McGee, everybody wants to know what's going on. You know, the first time you come out there and had a problem with me, I could understand it. A lot of emotions go on whenever you're out there for the championship. I could understand that. But when you come out there and you threw the towel in, you had plenty of time to sit there and think about it. You knew what you was doing. So I don't know what problem you have, because since that time, you haven't answered your phone. You left the locker room before I could get back there, and you won't talk to me. But I promise you, Shooter, I'm going to find out what's wrong. We're going to meet face to face and talk about it. Now, when you first came to CCW, everybody knows I took you under my wing. Every step of the way, you came to me every night for advice, to see what you did right, what you did wrong. You've been at CCW for a long time now. And whatever has gotten to you or gotten into your head and made you do this, it's not too late, Shooter. You don't let the fans down. You don't let the people that's been there for you from day one down. And most of all, you don't let yourself down. Think about it. I'm going to talk to you. We're going to solve this problem. But Shooter, don't make it worse. Think about it.
Yeah, Rain Man. Yeah.
Are you really still stuck on that?
You know, I think I'm just thinking too hard right now. I don't think you can accept this.
Do you need a towel? I have a feeling you will. Anyway, as you can tell, Rock and Roll Chris Turner has already said he wants to meet Shooter McGee in the ring. wants to talk about it, talk about what's going on with him and Shooter. See where Shooter's head's at, and hopefully we'll be able to see that in the near future.
I think Shooter's head is in the best place it possibly could be. In fact, the bestest place it's ever been. Because next week we're gonna have Shooter in a match, and this is the most excited I've ever been for a Shooter McGee match in my entire life. I don't know about you.
Well, you know what? I think on next week's show, I'll go ahead and let you promote that match. We'll even give you your own segment. Would you like that?
I don't know about that.
You want a little fun time with Frankie segment?
I'm doing some more thinking. It's not fun time with Frankie. Now the alliteration's there, but the terminology's all wrong. It's frankly with Frankie.
Yeah, let's not use big words. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is an exciting time here in CCW. As you can tell, Shooter McGee is definitely making some head waves. He is turning heads, and Frankie seems to have the inside scoop as to where his head is at.
Stuff.
I don't know. Rock and Roll Chris Turner doesn't know, but hopefully he'll be able to find out himself. And then until that time comes, for Frankie Morris, I'm Brian Blitz, and we will see you at ringside.